Oh man, okay. Yeah, I emailed the or messaged the stream archive of Rebooteroids to Cyrano Jones, who is one of the main developers of the game. So I just wanted to give him a heads up about that. This is also by Reboot. This is the Atari ST version of R-Type ported to the Atari Jaguar. Again, if you have a Jaguar skunk board or other means of loading ROMs to your Jaguar, there's a whole thread on Atari Age where they did a bunch of Atari ST conversions to the Jaguar. This one has the benefit of having the arcade music added on top of it, which is pretty cool. So it's the ST version on the Jaguar with the arcade soundtrack. So this is actually the first time I played it, because again, I haven't really messed around with my Jaguar in a few months now, aside from Rebooteroids. So we got a nice black screen. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna power cycle. Yeah, if you want to check them out, just go to the Atari Age forums, the Jaguar section, and there's a pinned thread at the top of the Jaguar section, so you'll find it right away. And it's got loads and loads of ST to Jaguar conversions. It's not a great version of R-Type. I mean, it's playable. I actually have a copy of this on the Atari ST. I don't know if it runs as poorly on the ST. I don't think I have any of their other Atari ST conversions on me right now, but I'll have to go sift through that thread and check them all out. The results are mixed, just because obviously these conversions were mixed back in the day. Some ST games ran great, they were nice and smooth. Others like this were kind of like, eh. I don't think it, Sasha, that it really runs better on my 520 FM Atari ST. But obviously, if you have a, Atari ST that's got more memory and so forth, it's probably gonna run better, yeah. But I know on my 520, it's not. I don't think it's really any better. We're gonna find out one of these days. I am gonna do a Atari ST stream. I'm gonna hook that up, and we're gonna stream some of that. I wanted to get an external disk drive so I could start making some new disk images of Atari ST games. R-Type Final is not really an early PS2 game. It came out in like 2004. Kind of like midlife range, basically. I was actually working at Electronics Boutique when it came out. We actually managed to sell quite a few copies of that game. We were really pushing that game because we all loved it when it came out. We put it in the PS2 kiosk even though we weren't supposed to. I think it's really cool how they managed to convert the games over. I have played R-Type Final on stream. Gary can attest to that. He bought a copy because of my stream. I think I've played R-Type Final at least twice on stream. R-Type Delta simply because I don't have it. It's not entirely sure. I have it on PSP, PlayStation Network. But I haven't done a PSP stream yet, so... I thought about it a couple months ago, but I ended up playing something else. I just got a message, it's probably him. Random deaths are probably timer issues. Some are set to 30 seconds by mistake. And yeah, I took them out because I couldn't be arsed designing them, but I might put them back in. I'm yelling at him. Put them back in. Played a lot of Super R-Type on stream. And now we played R-Type and the Atari ST on stream. How about that? How about them apples? Alright, so we're going to see what else I've got on this. Well, what else I can load onto this flash card. Patrick, you might be thinking either Gradius 3 or 4 or Sylphid. Although I never encountered sound issues in either of those games, and I played them quite a bit. I don't know, Sasha. I didn't program the game. That's just the response I got from him, so... He knows his code, so... Oh, sorry, Patrick. No, I wasn't using optical sound. I forgot you mentioned that it was an optical sound issue. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, again, Sasha, it's not my code. I have no idea. That's just what he said. You can always go post in the Atari Age thread and ask him. Start a heated debate. Programmer versus programmer. Alright. Hold on, guys. This isn't exactly a EverDrive. Process is a little more complex, but it's worth it.
Reload. Download.
Alright, so this is Downfall Plus. We might even play the original Downfall after this, just so you can see the differences. Stephen Hawking just pooped his pants. See, if I had a wireless keyboard on me, I could just do all this stuff from the futon. I think he's actually watching the archive stream right now. Alright, so let's do this.
What's next from Reboot on? Yum yum yummy yum.
So this game's made by the same guys that made Rebooteroids. They've made a ton of games in the system. One A lot of their projects have also been ported to, like, I think the Atari Falcon and the ST and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they do anything on the Amiga, but they do a considerable amount on the Atari Jaguar.
Call this 64-bit power.
And I wanted to show you Superfly DX, because that's actually a really cool game. But unfortunately, the link on their website is incorrect. It's giving me the wrong format of ROM, basically. So, Cyrano Jones, basically, I've been talking to him on Facebook as we've been streaming, and he said he'll email me a ROM for Superfly DX sometime. But Downfall's a really fun game. Super simple concept, but if you hit the bottom of the screen without hitting a platform, you die. If you hit the top of the screen where you get crushed, you die. So the idea is just to stay towards the middle of the screen if you can. And you get these little power-ups. So this set of balloons sort of like allows you to float a little bit. And what you want to be doing is grabbing point icons. The point icons, their values increase as you increase from level style to level style. So we're what, on the second set of levels, or the second level set, sorry, or theme set. I mean, there's not really levels, it's just constant platforms. These are like, oh, these are the jumping shoes. Okay, that's actually really useful. Power-ups are temporary. Yeah, so what is it? Are the fruits worth 100 now? The fruits become worth a lot of points. Alright, so we're on the third set. I missed my jump. Oh, that was really close.
What's next?
Are they 300 now? I think the fruits are worth the value of whatever level you're on. So if you're like on the third stage, yeah, we're on the third stage. They're worth 300 points. They basically become worth a lot. The farther you get into the game, the score values really snowball. So the idea is to just, you know, the longer you can play, the higher your score is going to be, and the faster it's going to snowball. I really like the background effects in this one. You guys that really like the 16-bit games will love the original Downfall, which maybe I'll pop on right after this just so you can see the difference. It's got more of a traditional multi-layered scrolling background, kind of like Musha on the Sega Genesis or Shadow of the Beast, something like that. I do like how the background changes colors. The background has this very full motion video-esque style to it, kind of like what you see in like Polestar and the Neo Geo. Iridium 3D on the Game Boy Advance does it. This is kind of the point where you have to start taking things a little bit slower. The platforms get really thin. You call this 64-bit power? Wow, so yeah, the fruits are worth 400 points now. So like I said, the score just snowballs heavily. So Reboot's games are typically simplistic arcade-style games. Score-oriented. They usually have some kind of multiplier functionality. So they're really fun to play if you like retro-style arcade-oriented games. Okay, so the fruits are worth 500 points now. And there are definitely games where you need precision after a certain point. Downfall is a game where you kind of have to think about what you're doing. You can't just keep dropping down, because what's going to happen is you're going to drop to your death. So I'm intentionally kind of taking things slow, especially with little crevices like that you have to sift through. See, if you go too quickly, you'll just... Oh my god, that was really close. That was super close. See, this is the kind of game you can't just rush through. Oh, that was super lucky. That was almost guaranteed death. Oh, is that the jetpack? There's a jetpack, so you can actually like fly over, well, fly for a little bit or hover. Alright, so we're either on level 6 or 7 right now. Oh, that was super close. That was so close I didn't actually see what the point value was, unfortunately. Oh, that was really close. I didn't see the point value. Again! Game over.
Game over. Downfall.
The original Downfall I think was like 2011. I'm gonna load that up real quick, so I'll show you that.
Reboot. Downfall.
So this is the original Downfall. And he actually just sent me Superfly DX as well, so I'll be able to show you that right after this. Hey, CNK, I didn't see you out there, man. I see Warsel's out there chatting now too, and hey, we got some Too Quick action. Too Quick is alive, and he's Super Saiyan. Too Quick, reviver of duos. Yes, the duo does work. Mm-hmm. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play one game of this. It's basically the same thing as before, except the background's different. Music's not as loud. I probably should have adjusted the volume, but we're not going to worry about it. After this, I'll load up Superfly DX, and then after that, we'll just kind of wing it and go from there. Probably play some either official Atari releases, or we'll just switch to a different console altogether. I'm not sure. Oh, your score's on the right now. Okay. Yeah, so level 1, the fruits are worth 100. Beef curtains. Stop acting like Trump. Oh, man. Alright, so the shoes let you jump. I always thought the shoes, uh-oh, we got a sneeze coming up. Sorry about that. Good old allergy season. Ugh. Oh, game over.
Game over, man. Game over. Downfall.
Alright, we're gonna switch over to Superfly. Oh man, that's weird. The ROM I was provided doesn't work. It's probably just some configuration issue, but this old ROM I forgot I had on my hard drive, elsewhere on my hard drive, does work. This is a really basic game as well. All our games are pretty basic, but this is kind of like Rebooteroids, where it's got a lot of cool stuff to it. This one's got like all sorts of unlockables and stuff like that. Online high scores, different worlds, great soundtrack. The funny thing is, I can just play this. I can literally play it one-handed. It's that kind of game. So I can have like a beer in one hand, and then, whoops. I mean, the gravity is hard in this one. You literally fly to the bottom of the screen really quickly. I love the music in this game. All their soundtracks are pretty awesome. Yeah, like sea creatures floating in the background. It's a shark, octopus, pufferfish. Graphics are really clean too. Lots of layers of scrolling. Alright, how long is this level? This level might actually go on forever. Because it did say it was like free mode or something. It might be equated to an endless mode. Music has a lot of patterns to it too, for the melodies. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill ourselves. We're gonna try another mode. That seemed like it was going on for way too long. I have a feeling that's just literally like an endless mode. This deserves to have made all the money that Flappy Bird did. Okay guys, so the reason I died in Rebooteroids without actually touching something was that the blue bar at the bottom of the screen is apparently a timer, and when the timer runs out, you die. And that's why I died. Huh, interesting. Okay, well fair enough then. Oops. Hey, the reset works. So Sasha, what he meant by the timer music, or sorry, the timer is literally there's a timer bar at the bottom of the screen. So it wasn't like a coding issue. It was an Austin issue. I had no idea I was being timed as I was playing the game. I have no idea how to get to the other worlds, so we're gonna play something else. Yeah, they're, some of the guys in Reboot are older folks, so I'm going to assume they were probably in the demo scene or back in the day. It's just a guess. I know they're still involved in the demo scene. They have get-togethers over there in Europe. Although one of the main guys from Reboot is in Australia. Some of the other guys are over in Europe. One of them's in the UK. The graphic artist, I think, is in the UK. But they still do actual demos. They have Jaguar demos too. Some really cool ones, actually. If you look for their YouTube channel, you can see their demos. So that's Reboot's YouTube channel. I would recommend subscribing to them if you're interested in like Jaguar homebrew stuff. There are several Jaguar homebrew developers, but they're by far the most prominent, like the most active, I should say. And they post some other, like, again, they post their demos that they create to YouTube, so you can just watch the demo without having a Jaguar. Yep, they created Raptor Basic. Yeah, so actually a couple of people are trying to make Jaguar games now using the Raptor Basic engine. So that's really cool. Alright, switch to something else. I don't have any other homebrews on me, so we're gonna have to play play some actual Jaguar games.